we're back at Africa Down Under, and I'm joined by Lindsay Reid, Chief Executive Officer of Minbos Resources. Lindsay, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being at the conference.
Pleasure.
Now, there's a lot of stories here that are about digging up a commodity or a mineral and exporting it and simply selling it, and then that's the end of it. But really, your Cabinda project that Minbos is developing is very different, isn't it? Can you explain a little bit about what makes it so different?
Yeah, well, we're basically producing in Angola for Angola. We're making it all in Angola, and we're going to sell almost all of it in Angola. And it hits a lot of targets where we're helping people that are most in need, and we've got the support of the government because of that. It's just everybody wins all around.
Well, I mean, how have you been able to develop an integrated project like this? What are the certain characteristics of both Cabinda and the market you find yourself in?
As they say in Angola, pela graça de Deus. Just blessed. We've got a phosphate rock that is ideally suited to what they need in Angola, or you can look at it the other way around and say Angola has got a phosphate rock that is exactly what it needs. So essentially we've got a phosphate rock that dissolves, providing you've got high rainfall and low P in the ground and acid soils, and that's what they've got. Plus they've got soils that lock up water-soluble phosphates, so it gives us sort of like a competitive edge against a lot of the imported phosphates as well. So what are the project elements? If it's not Pala de Grus, it's luck. Yeah.
And the project itself, what sort of development timeline are we looking for to see up and running and product coming out of the ground?
Yeah, first half next year. So we're running a few months behind schedule, but we're doing a few things along the side to try and structure the project so that we end up with a really good result for shareholders. But we've started clearing the land. We're almost ready to push on the civils and drainage, and then next year we'll be doing the mechanical and electrical. And it's a very small project. All the equipment's already there, apart from the structural steel. So, yeah, tiny project.
And what about financing a project? It's a tough market out there to finance mining projects at the moment.
Yeah, really interesting. So we're getting strong interest from lenders on the African continent, which is very helpful. We can tap the Australian market with balance of equity, but we're really trying hard with strategic investors from China in regard to the ability to double the capacity of the phosphate mine, send half of the fertiliser and half to a yellow phosphorus project that they would start up and run. And we think there's a lot of advantages for them, but a lot of advantages for us because we drive economies of scale in the strategic partnership. Yeah.
It's really exciting to hear. Operating in Angola, Angola government is represented here at Africa Down Under. How do you find it operating in Angola? I imagine it's not the top of investment destinations.
2 words: certainty and slow. So the procedures in Angola, you might think that they're frustrating, but they give you great certainty. But they won't progress as fast as you think they're going to progress, and you need to be patient. You need to take the time to learn how they do business because they are a Portuguese nation, so that's different to doing business in the French and the English countries. Yeah.
And you've spent a lot of time there now. Do you feel like you're part Angolan these days?
Eu falo pouco português. I got stranded in Angola for a year during COVID, and I loved it. And our second project, the Green Ammonia project, came about because I was living there and I got to learn the language, you got to spend time with the people, and you found other things out, and then they got to know me as well and what we're trying to do with Angola, and basically saying in Angola for Angola. And agriculture is a sector that the president is pushing really, really hard, and our project just fit with the sector and also the target market with these smallholder farmers, that it's just like perfect. And as I said, it's either by the grace of God or luck, Dominic. I don't know which one it is, but we'll take it.
And the Green Ammonia project, can you give us an outline of how things are progressing there?
Yeah. When I rented my house, I asked, how do I pay the power bill? They said, you don't. So there's no power meter. I said, why is that? Power is so cheap there. It's the cheapest electricity in the world. So I said, how much is available? And so we've done a MOU for 200 megawatts for the next 25 years at 1 cent a kilowatt hour, which is the cheapest power you can find anywhere in the world. It gives us green electricity, and we can make really, really cheap hydrogen / ammonia / ammonium nitrate. we're targeting that ammonium nitrate for the fertiliser sector, but there's also the opportunity to help Angola with their Libido corridor, which services DRC and Zambia, and the mining customers over there at the end of that corridor. So we make the one product that can go either way, and again, it's like in Angola for Angola, and driving into that agriculture sector.
It's a really exciting story, Lindsay, and at a time when we're talking about sustainability and ESG, it seems it's not just at the heart of the operation, but it is the operation.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say to people. They say, what are you doing about ESG? And you say, look, I've inherited this unbelievable ESG project. And the main job is, if you've got the PPP governance, the people, the planet and the prosperity, well, that's all there. The main job is to make sure the board and the management don't cock it up.
Well, Lindsay, knowing you as well as I do, I'm sure you're not going to do that. Thank you for joining us today, and best of luck with the projects.
Yeah, thanks, Dom. Pleasure.